A fundamental concept of the theory of evolution is that of a gradual change from a primitive, less complex organism into a highly structured organism over an imagined period of millions of years. How valid is this idea? Can we really verify the evidence supporting this idea? There are many animals existing today that completely defies evolution by their very existence. One of these animals is the hummingbird. It would be enough to only mention the obvious, the incredible speed at which this tiny bird flaps its wings. When hovering, the wings beat at a 50 to 80 flaps per second, even increasing to as many as 200 during a short courtship chase. They utilize a figure-8 pattern, in which the wings flap forward and backward, generating lift with both motions. This is very unlike the up and down motion of most birds with airfoil wings. This unique ability to hover precisely in one position and fly backwards or take off vertically was not completely understood until recently. The ultra flexibility of the hummingbird's unique wing strokes requires a very specialized design, not just of the bones, muscles and tendons, but also of the brain and nervous system controlling them. The flexibility of the shoulder joint is a unique design, allowing the wing to twist into extreme positions not found in any other birds. However, unlike the wing structure of all other birds, the elbow and wrist joints are rigid, making the wing more like a stiff paddle. The relatively huge breast muscles that manipulate the rapid wing flaps represent a massive 40% of the bird's total weight. Millions of dollars have been unsuccessfully invested in biomimetic engineering attempts to duplicate this complex system of biomechanical wonders. However, evolutionists believe that random mutations, natural selection and millions of years can do better than these smart engineers. It makes more sense to explain the brilliant hummingbird design as created by a brilliant divine designer. The term "eat like a bird" takes on a new meaning when you consider the fuel required to keep this relentless powerhouse churning for seemingly endless stretches of a flight. The metabolism of the hummingbird is the highest among all vertebrates. When active, its heart rate is up to a staggering 1,200 beats per minute, while the respiratory rate even at rest is up to 250 breaths per minute. To support such a breathtaking metabolism, this bird must eat almost constantly to get the energy needed. Every day, it extracts nectar from up to 2,000 flowers. If humans were able to operate at their energy level, we would have to ingest almost 1,300 hamburgers a day just to keep up. Furthermore, our hearts would beat 1,260 times a minute and our body temperature would rise to 385 degrees Celsius and we would burst into flames. Although nectar is the main fuel source to keep the bird's metabolic engines humming, it also eats occasional insects for protein. Even the hummingbird's tongue, used to gather this nectar, is such a complex design that it seems difficult to conceive how it could ever be explained by slow and gradual steps as required by evolution. Until 2010, most biologists believed the hummingbird's tongue operated by simple capillary action like wicking. However, biologists from the University of Connecticut discovered that the tongue works more like a micropump. The hummingbird's tongue is about twice as long as its beak, allowing it to probe deep into flowers. It is composed of two long narrow tubes that unzip in segmented flaps when it is in contact with liquid nectar. Then the flaps retract to pump the nectar in less than 1/20th of a second in rapid succession thousands of times each day. The evolutionary explanation of slow, step-by-step addition and modification of these components over millions of years also fails to explain the way these birds' design has solved a daunting challenge presented by the laws of physics. You see, the blindingly fast flapping and twisting motion of the wing structure generates an incredible amount of friction and thus heat. For comparison, fast man-made machines need sophisticated cooling systems. The brisk flapping motion allows these birds to dissipate all the generated heat from their body across their rapidly fanning wing. In researching this remarkable bird, you will come across many claims such as hummingbirds evolved to display unique adaptation and anatomy allowing them to survive. Evolution cannot explain the appearance of the first bird, nor how a slow process of gradual adaptation brought about all the complex structural components needed to hover and extract vast amounts of energy from flowers, all with wonderful and awe-inspiring precision. The hummingbird is yet another testimony of the creation of God. Thanks for watching everyone, and may you all have a blessed day.